Jamshid Akbari always loved basketball. Back home in Afghanistan, he used to coach a women's team professionally. The income comfortably sustained Jamshid and his family.
Basketball is my life and was my greatest passion. I'd reached the national level. I worked as a coach and coached a women's basketball team.
But the Taliban banned women's sports. Jamshid managed to flee Afghanistan just in time, thanks to assurances from the Canadian government. But after a few weeks in Qatar, he got stuck in Albania as Canada wouldn't take him in. He's now hoping for a U.S. visa. He shows us pictures of his family, who he had to leave behind. His twins are just over a year old now. He hasn't seen them since they were newborns. Then his wife calls.
I'm giving a television interview. I will talk about my problems, loneliness, the family, the bureaucracy. I swear, all I do here is wait. Over the past year, everyone told me I had been extremely lucky because I was able to leave my country and reach Albania in Europe, and that we are en route to Canada or America. But I think I'm the unhappiest of all the unhappy people here.
Over a year has passed since U.S. forces flew thousands of Afghans out of the country following the Taliban takeover. U.S. aid agencies asked Albania, a poor country, to take in 2,500 refugees. The refugees were brought to a hotel in the resort town of Shengjin. Their stay was supposed to be a stopover, but 700 Afghans remain here, stuck among sunbathing tourists. With each day that passes, the United States promise to take them in rings hollower. Ahanita Hadari and her sister were active in Afghanistan's women's movement for years. They can't go back while the Taliban is in power. But there isn't a clear way forward for them either.
We were promised that all Afghan refugees would be transferred from Albania to Canada or the U.S. within 2 to 3 months. To date, that hasn't happened, and it makes us worry.
We asked the U.S. Embassy in Albania for an interview, but we're told to contact the U.S. State Department in Washington. But even though we did several times, we didn't get a response. We head for the Albanian capital Tirana to interview Prime Minister Edi Rama. Albania, after all, counted on the U.S. taking in the Afghan refugees.
Yeah, I understand them, but time is going, and we don't have the feeling that the U.S. administration is processing them. We have the feeling that they are here to stay. Anyhow, they cannot stay forever in the hotel, and they have to start and build a life.
Albania, however, is a poor country with high unemployment. Those who can leave. The Afghan refugees are worried they'll remain stuck in Albania. A few months ago, they staged their first protests, and Ahanita joined them.
As you can see, Albania is a poor country. We enjoy greater safety here than in Afghanistan, but that is all. As refugees, we have no opportunities for education, employment, or any other kind of development in this country.
Jamshid has almost stopped caring. All that matters to him is reuniting with his family.
I fled from Afghanistan, where there's a war going on. Half of all people there have no perspective, no work, and are poor. Given these circumstances, life is better in Albania, and I would stay.
Even so, Jamshid still dreams of making a new life in the U.S. together with his family. But with each passing day, his hopes slowly fade.